Story time, it's my favorite time, spending time reading with you. Welcome to another story time with Gam Gam. Let's see what we have for today. Welcome back to Story Time with Gam Gam. And we have a very interesting story today, and maybe some of you can identify with this child in this story. This story was written by Kathy Wolf and illustrated by Richard Byrne. What George Forgot. Let's see what he forgets. What George Forgot. And this is a Bloomsbury book. George always remembered never to forget anything, except when he forgot. And today he just had this funny feeling that there was something he was forgetting. But what was it? Do you ever get that feeling that you should be doing something, or maybe you forgot something? Let's help him walk through his morning and see what he forgot. Had he remembered to wake up? Yes. Looks like his dog was helping him. And made his bed first thing? Yes. Oh, and his dog is still helping him. Had he remembered to wake his mom with a running bear hug? Ooh, that was a surprise. His dad with a hairy foot tickle? And his sister with her morning wake-up call. What do you think he thought about that? It's wake up o'clock! And yes, yes, and yes. I guess he had done all of those things. He'd gotten dressed in his favorite fuzzy sweater and put on his brand new superhero watch. He had even remembered clean undies. What could George be forgetting? Oh my, what could he be forgetting? Here is something George definitely didn't forget. Breakfast. Also his pre-breakfast banana. Looks like he left that right there on the cereal box. And his post-breakfast nuts on the table. George always remembered to eat. He'd remembered to say please and thank you. Do you remember those? They're important words. And he also remembered, I'm sorry, I promise I won't peel the crusts off my toast and stick them to my sister's face with yogurt to make whiskers ever again. She looks a little surprised there, doesn't she? That probably wasn't a really friendly thing to do. He'd remembered to tell his dad his 3 funniest pirate jokes. Gotcha, matey, arr! And even took his 2 chewy vitamins, check and check. Had he brushed his teeth and combed his hair? Yep. And he'd found 4.5 things that fit perfectly in the hole where his tooth used to be. Do you see those 4 things he found? He found a raisin. That might not be real attractive. A straw, popcorn, and a pea. And look, and half a grape. That would be the 4.5 things. You bet. He did all of that, didn't he? He knew he'd definitely remembered not to forget to gargle, spit, and shave. No, just kidding. George is just a kid. He doesn't need to remember to shave. He only does that on Tuesdays. He made quite a mess of himself there with the shaving cream, though, didn't he? So what was George forgetting? What do you think? Had he remembered to use the bathroom? Yes. Looks like he used a lot of toilet paper, too. Flush? Yes. Wash his hands? Yes. Very important to have clean hands. With soap? Also very important. Oh, right. Yes. Turn off the water? Yes. Just in time. Wow. Right in the nick of time. That sink is about to overflow. What a mess. Had he beaten his Slinky down the stairs? Twice. Very good. He'd fed Earl, that's his dog, burp, brushed Earl, and given him a nice long belly rub. Earl would never let him forget that. He seems like a happy dog, doesn't he? Had he remembered to remind his mom to pack a dessert in his lunch. Definitely. And rock, paper, scissored his sister for the blinky yo-yo for show and tell. 2 out of 3? Who do you think won? I guess she's sister and he's the G for George. And invented a flying backpack put-on machine. George's flying backpack putting on machine. Well, yes, he had. Woohoo! Do you see anything that he might have forgotten yet? Take a look at the picture. See if you can guess what he forgot. So what could George possibly be forgetting? He just had this feeling there was something. Oh, silly George. How could he have almost forgotten his shoes? His shoes? There's his shoes. Good thing he remembered not to forget those before he left the house. So he put on his shoes. Oh, his sister and the dog are watching him. Do you think he forgot something else? That could have been embarrassing. Oh, look at Earl the dog is running with his pants. George forgot his pants. Oh my, that would have been very embarrassing. But I'm sure that his sister and Earl helped him to get everything he needed to remember before he got on the school bus to go to school. Well, I hope that you are having a great day and that you are not forgetting things that you need to do. You have a great day. I love you. Bye-bye.